Anyway, very nice to see you guys. Anyone has any questions? Practice question? Gabor has a question. Oh my. Okay, Gabor, go ahead.
So hey guys, my question is regarding, since I'm an entrepreneur, and one of the things which is a challenge for me is being productive. I mean, focusing on those activities which will create results. And my question is, if you are practicing this kind of techniques, either the dolphin, seal, whatever, like just looking inside us, how can we produce more results? How can we get, closer to our intentions, and how to really kind of manifest that desired outcomes that we are aiming for? That's my question.
Okay, thank you. That's good. It's very good. Well, I know you're familiar with all these so-called rules that are in existence of how to get things done and manifest things, and you define your goal and be enthusiastic about it, right? And take massive action and all that, right? So all that is fine on the horizontal level where time exists. And the common belief is that the more work you do, the more massive action and the more you hurry up, the better, sort of. And to some extent, it's true. Now, if you want, I know you don't just want to perform, you want to do it exceptionally, right?
Correct.
You want exceptional success.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. To learn how to use the two dimensions, if I may call it dimensions, we have this and we have that. Everyone here knows this. To learn how to use the two dimensions intermittently. Intermittently is a good word, right? Like we have intermittent wiper on the car. Is an exceptionally good technique, and to keep it simple. Consider the horizontal level, which is in time, where you do the doing, where you do the enthusiasm, and you have the motivation, right? On this level, you have all that, right? And so you have all that, but intermittently, you can kind of interrupt that with being. Now consider this as the seed. It's like it's frequency reality. This is frequency reality, and this is ratio reality. The two is an entirely different thing. So from your perspective, consider this as seed, like sowing your seeds. And now you have to have a garden, right? Put it in the right garden which have enough water, manure, and whatever, right? The garden has, right? So enthusiasm, work, sowing my seeds, oops, garden. And when you have the garden, which is, let's call it presence for now, being, now you sowed your seeds in the proper garden, which gives you the fastest manifestation, right? And then you keep going, you sow your seeds, and then again you engage the garden. This is the easiest metaphor, because the frequency will actually give exactly like a seed, and eventually for a good manifestation you have to let go. And of course no one really knows how to do it, and how to do it is just simply being. So when you intermittently sow your seeds and put it in the garden, sow your seeds, put it in the garden, and while you're in the garden, you're not only sowing your seeds in the right garden, in the right, you will have optimal efficiency, as well as you open yourself up to information that is non-local, right? So this is local, measurable information, right? Something that we can measure, something that we can touch and feel and be enthusiastic about. But it's limited by our perception, our words, our templates. It's a limited world, but that's where we want to see the results. And there's nothing wrong with seeing results in the limited world. But the limitation also comes as far as limitation of ideas, limitation of people, limitation of thoughts, right? And as soon as we bring in the garden, the seed is not only in the right place, but you open yourself up to non-local information.
Can you explain a little bit more?
Yeah.
What you mean by that?
Non-local information is something that comes from nonsense. This is sense, this is nonsense. So let you just be in nonsense without understanding, and you being with your idea. A thought comes up, you know what to do, you chuckle, right? And while this is happening, metaphorically, you are in touch with the universe, basically. The body and the piece inside you is a carbon copy of the universe. So you sowed your seed, and now here's the universe. You're sowing the universe you're sowing the universe. Sowing seeds in the universe. And the universe is so smart and so amazing that totally illogical information will come to you, which is on this level. Totally illogical ideas, totally illogical comments. You might receive it as intuition. And then you again continue with your thoughts, and again open the garden. It's like the Garden of Eden all of a sudden. And just be with it. And you open up to information that's heretofore has not been there in your reality. Heretofore. Is it good?
Yeah.
Jennifer, is it good? Heretofore?
4 is a good number.
Heretofore.
The
So-
Chinese might not like it.
So the bottom line is the intermittent application of both is what will give you optimal results. You need both. At your age, at your level of enthusiasm and what you want to do, you want to focus here, but don't forget about the Garden of Eden. Don't forget to bring in the universe to help you. The universe wants to help you. The universe needs people who accomplish, who succeed based on that. It's not just love and all this stuff. It's non-local information. It's super intelligence. So you're sowing your seeds in the appropriate place, and really your success is, if you do that, your success is just about guaranteed. So use the fact that you know how to do this, use it to your advantage. Do not separate the two so much that you think, oh my God, I'm just in a motivational mode right now. I'm just doing motivation and doing work, right? Don't do that. Do both. Okay?
Yes, and one more question.
Go ahead.
There is also like the kind of saying that it's very important that when we have a certain outcome or certain goal or certain desire that we have, it's important to really feel it in our bodies. And what you are also teaching is saying out loud, giving a sound to it, and also then experience the feeling. And it's working awesomely in my life. Really, like I just really feel much more alive. Especially in the past couple of days, I was focusing much more on it. My question is, when I'm really taking action, is it important to feel steal the outcome inside me, or is it better if I just put my attention on the activity that I'm performing from this garden, let's say, or from this awakened state? Because that's a confusion in me. Is like now I'm much more focusing on the feeling plus on the action, or is it okay if I'm just focusing on the action plus bringing it to the garden, as you say?
Okay, cool. It's first of all, it's very cool that you're taking an idea and you bring it through to the sound and to the feeling, right? And it's working for you. So if you were me, how would you answer that question? You know enough. All I'm saying is you do know what the answer is. I know you know the answer.
I'm busted. Oh yeah. You know, what I would do is like before.
I'm asking you the question. You're the older Gabor, I'm the younger.
Oh yeah.
How would you answer that question?
Before taking action, I'm certain what I would like to achieve, and bringing this feeling in, like really just experiencing it, giving a sound, and then I'm just really enjoying taking action and putting everything on the garden or in the garden. And when I'm just taking action, I put my attention partially inside me and also on the activity itself. So it's really creating a kind of momentum and kind of, let's call it pleasure. So it's not a hustle anymore, not a grind anymore. It's more like just an enjoyment of the whole process itself. That's what I say.
Not bad. Exactly. When you're in action, you don't have to focus on the goal unless it's part of a conversation, right? So if you're talking to someone on the phone or you're doing computer work or what have you, you're always present with what you're doing at this moment, right? You don't have to keep reminding the universe what you want. The universe has it perfectly memorized. Oh, by the way, universe, don't forget what I want in this conversation. Just focus on being and the conversation, or the whatever part of the work that you need to do, sales or computer work or administration, right? So always be with the task on hand. And as long as you, again, make sure you're intermittently doing these two, the success is going to be very optimal for you. So always be at the moment what you're doing. Okay? But you did answer your own question, which is not bad.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you for the answer of my answer. Yes. Yeah. That's totally. I fully. I experienced the same. I just. Yeah. Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that it's working for you.
Yeah.
Is because awakening is not only about inner peace and love and all that. Awakening is also about optimum accomplishment. You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with ambition or accomplishment. The universe wants people who wants to accomplish using the universe.
Okay, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, the same.
See, it is also here.
Oh, we still.
Okay.